Have you been searching for that perfect play, perfect offense? I was, and I found it back in 1994 when I stumbled upon the Yale single wing or beast offense, and it has been serving me right since 94 with a 70% winning percentage, about 90% always in the playoffs, and a 50% Super Bowl championship game percentage. So, this one play, along with this beast offense, has served me very well. And I coach for the last 15 years in a highly competitive youth football league here in North Texas that knows me. They can buy my playbooks, and we still are able to run. Yeah, this play, Beast Left Tank. Let's watch the video over here on the right. This was a Super Bowl game against a very stacked team in that spring league there, and he hit a touchdown. Here's a nice one. This is a seventh grade team running the Beast. Yes, seventh grade. I helped them install this, and he ran right up the middle, the yak. He played that for several years, and here's a counter play on that, but let's stop that. So here on the left is the Beast Tank play. This is from my Power Wing Beast offense playbook. This is the big drawing that you get. You can put your back in the shotgun or under center. This is actually Buck left tank because he's under center, Beast under center. And I call it tank, but you can see the name down here below 17 tank power jaw block for the real play name. But we use a lot of audibles and nicknames for these plays. And there it is. It's just basically, it's kind of like when Yale came up with this, they were running the T formation and they moved some stuff around. And you can see those three backs just came down on the line of scrimmage. I've moved them out a little bit from the guard, went unbalanced there, but it's just a power play off tackle. That's all it is. And it's simplified because the blocking backs from a T or a power I or whatever you're running, they don't have to really get there. They're already there and they can just block. So it's very simplified, and that's one of the main selling points of the Beast offense. And here is, just so you know, this is the main play sheet within the playbook for version 1. I'm on version 2 now, and so version 2 includes version 1's playbook with these nice charts here, and then a very expanded set of plays. I think there's over 100 in that playbook that are more like this. But you get a lot of the detail in volume 1 about the intricacies of kind of the base 8 stuff. And what's our philosophy in the Beast? Well, here it is.
Run people over.
Yeah, that's our philosophy with the Beast offense, is to run people over. And that's Coach Bigfoot, the Beast. A lot of people are always talking about, and we can expand this. They're always talking about, are the Beast skill sets in the Beast transferable? And I just did a big video about this, and I'll link it either up there or in the comments or description area, so you can get a look at that. But these are all transferable skills from the Beast offense here, and I'm not going to go into every one of them because there's a video out there about that I just did, and you guys should take a look at that if you're trying to figure out. And as we go further, my Beast offense, like I said, I've been running since 94. There's been a lot of guys since I published on my blog in 2008 and also the book in 2017 that are now running their variations of the Beast, and they've got them on the web, Instagram, TikTok, and so forth. But I'm kind of the modern day youth football Beast guy, where all of this stuff has kind of flowed out of. Because when I was writing about it in 2008 through about 2015, nobody really even knew about this. And it was hard for me to even find. There was just a handful of guys, Kalende, Ian, myself, that were kind of promoting this. So that's that. So these are the transferable skills, like I said. So let's get into, we looked at this main play, which, like like jet sweep for the wing T is kind of their deal. The power sweep for double wing or power off tackle. The tank play is kind of our play. But let's talk about these main beast formations that I run out of the power wing beast offense. And I've been running these heavily since 94, and then have added in 2008 and added some more in 2011. And you can see up at top here, this is the beast type formation, which I just call beast. If you hear people call it beast tank, that's because one of my popular plays, which is the beast tank play for tackle, off tackle, is all over Google, and it says beast tank. And so everybody just assumed that formation was beast tank, but that's a play name. This is actually beast tight or beast. If you're go under center, I have started calling it buck for beast under center. And so you can run this out of shotgun and under center, and both have advantages. And yes, we are trying to directional snap to the beast back there if you've got it. If not, you can snap straight. This next formation here is beast wide, which I call worm for wide. You can run it shotgun or under center. Wookie is the term that I call now for under center. It just takes the beast backsticks, you see those in yellow, and just moved them out. They're still shoulder to shoulder. They've just moved out to the tight end. A lot of people call that a flat or horizontal bunch. And so when people say, oh, they don't run this, but this is a formation. It's just a horizontal bunch that people run in the NFL and college and so forth. And by the way, the beast tank just got ran in a Memphis Showboat game, the UFL. So it's making its way up. A lot of popular high school coaches are running it. I think OSU just started running it. So there's that. So this third formation is beast double wide, which I've always called jumbo because I'd called it Dumbo, but didn't want to say dumb in front of the kids, so I moved it to Jumbo. But a lot of people call it Beast Spread now. So that's it. As you can see, these three beast backs, they just spread out about 3 to 5 yards from each other. And so these have been the main three beast formations, along with Beast Monkey there, that I've run since like 94. And I kind of came up with that. I found the Yale single wing here in a software package. I decided to start spreading them out and then also go in the middle for monkey. And we came up with those formations and then published those in 2008 on the website and in the Power Wing Beast Offense book. So those are my top three that I run a ton. I also run bunch quite a bit, which everybody runs a bunch. And then I also have what I call a squad gang bunch, which moves the tackle and tight end out. And that's in the Wildcat multi-spread, which is kind of version 2 of my Power Wing Beast offense. Beast Wall I run a little bit. A friend of mine runs this a lot, though, and then also in a stack kind of formation with the wall. He likes it. He didn't like the horizontal, so he kind of went vertical. It is tough because you can run a stretch right there in that dog saddle kind of gap there in that alley because the DNs will come up. So that's a pretty interesting formation. Beast Monkey, you've probably seen this a lot here lately with the Philadelphia Eagles and tush push kind of stuff. I ran this when I was having trouble with guards blocking and things and running wedges. We'd run this with. I don't run it much anymore, but as it's getting more popular, I may start doing. But there's a whole series in the version 2 play area of the Power Wing Beast offense you can take a look at. This last formation, which Beast Fat or Beast Cake or Hellcat, I go back and forth on the name, but in the book it's called Fat and Cake. This is a kind of a single wing power eye kind of hybridy thing that I do with movable blocking backs, and it has been highly successful for us to add. And you can see I just moved one of the beast backs back. It's actually also off a Notre Dame box, which we ran in 2007. So, and the reason it's called Cake, if you put the quarterback guy or the beast back guy under center, it kind of becomes a power eye ace variation there. And that's in the book. So all of these formations that you see have an under center and shotgun variation within the playbook. You can do those, except for maybe Beast Monkey there. But Beast Monkey actually becomes, which I've run in seventh grade a box kind of double wing where you go A, B, B, C, C, D, D, and the blocking backs move in and out on an ABC kind of thing. So there's that too. So those are the formations there. I really like these top three in cake, Hellcat Fat. Those have really, we just got into a Super Bowl running those four along with a pistol uh, thing, and that worked out great. Here's some more formations of Fat Cake Hellcat that are in the Wildcat. Like I said, that's kind of version 2 of the Power Wing Beast offense, and so they're there. I've kind of moved into calling these spreadier cake versions Hellcat. And the reason, if you wondered, I think I said it a while ago, it's called cake because I was running pie for Power I, and cake became a shotgun Power I thing, so that was my terminology. But yeah, it's basically kind of a wildcat power formation there. And then of course here's all the beast jumbo kind of formations there. That dragon thing in this bottom here is interesting, along with this Lone Ranger. This Lone Ranger is good for counters and reverses here when you've got this bigger side here and the beast backs on one side. But this X over here on a slant is crazy. I got burned on that actually in a Super Bowl or championship game about 10 years ago. But there's some more formations there you can look at. And I'll just go through these real quick. You can look up at a bigger charts here. And there you go. So let's get to the main plays. Here, the main plays, and here's base 8, and this is what's coming out of the version 1 and 2 of the Power Wing Beast offense by myself, Coach Parker, of coachparker.org and beastoffense.com. Here they are here, and I've got some bigger ones that we can talk about, kind of main plays. You've got this Beast left tank, which is kind of the core play within the Beast offense from the Power Wing Beast offense. And tank means to me an off tackle play. So this is like a 17 power with the beast back. And like I said, he can be backed up here in a shotgun if you want him. But I like to run this tight beast formation under center. It's hard for people to see the beast back coming out of that. So that's what I do there. The other play that's great out of this is Honey Badger, which is basically just a wedge. And we've got a mouse or a pig that's doing kind of a fake reverse. You'll see there's actually a ton of video over at my YouTube channel. And if you look, let's see here, over at beastoffense.com, you can see all of these plays here. They're all outlined. There's 15 of them with diagrams and play video there. So there's that too. So you can see the wedge play down here, I think. This is kind of great, but you can see them in the pile down there if you want to watch the wedge real quick. This was a great play. You'll see the pig or the mouse do the fake, comes out, and then that dude hits the wedge, and he's off to the races. That was actually the Super Bowl champion that season of that particular age division. So there's the Honey Badger, which is the wedge out of Beast Tight. Let's see what else we got. The Beast Popeye. Backside tight end pass really kills everybody. That is a great play. Sometimes I will go even line to help out with the blocking on that, but that backside, you can actually do a double pop pass, especially if you're even. That play is killer, as you've got everybody sucked up to tank and the wedge. They'll all suck up, the corners will suck down, and then you hit them with that. There's video on that for several. I've scored so many touchdowns on that particular play. A fun play is Crazy Heifer, which is a tight end counter play. Real fun play. And there's film on that too. So there's that. So these are all the beast or buck plays that I really like a lot. There's more over in the Power and Beast Offense at beastoffense.com and coachparker.org. Here's the worm, which is beast wide. Here's kind of Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch sweeps. They ride a broom. So this is the sweep play. This is great once you get, like, you can run a sweep out of beast But I really like to go into worm when I want to run a sweep because I can deal with that defensive end and contain force guys a little bit better. That works out great. Once you get that working, this worm left zipper pass, which is that kind of pivot, you fake block in, two goes out. You can actually have four or the tight end hit a go on that. Perfect play. It's a sweep option. Quarterback has a lot of options there going on there. This play is a great 2 point play. It's a reverse worm, which we call boomerang, because it's a reverse and then we throw it to a drag going across. This play is gold here, especially with an over pursuing defense. Really love this particular pass play. There's film on that over at beastoffense.com in the play section. Now we're getting into the jumbo spread, beast double wide kind of thing. And this is Gumby. Gumby stretches. So this is our stretch play right here, what I call the dog gap between the wing and the tight end. This is great because you're all spread out. You've probably put in a really juke fast running back, and they think he's going to sweep outside, and then you hit this dog gap on the Gumby. Really nice play here. This play, me, myself, all the coaches that have coached with me and not, and other coaches, this jumbo RB fries is a killer sweep option play. We actually beat a team running this play in the Super Bowl, the same one that you just saw we ran the wedge in. Great play, run it all the time now. Jumbo RB fries. And yes, I have all these goofy names because and you can see the real play name at the bottom. We use these as nicknames with the kids so that they're funny and then they remember them so we can call these out loud. Although it's gotten harder because I am in a tough league within Texas, but also everybody knows me because I've coached the rookie coaches clinic here for several years. I stopped about 5 years ago or so. And then everybody can buy my playbook. So everybody in my league or around here knows me and knows my plays. So I'm still winning with that after being in the same rec league for almost 15 years and those people knowing who I am. We still got in the Super Bowl last spring and just missed it on the last couple of plays, 16-19, but so close. Great season. Let's see. The other great play here is a pickle for pick your hole. This is when we have older kids, probably 10U and up. You can tell them to find the bubble hole in this formation, and this works out great because they think you're going to pass or whatever. We try to do a pickle up the middle here. Great particular play. This play, if you check out that video that I just had 20 years of running the Power Wing Beast offense, this is the first play in the Super Bowl. We ran this play to the left, we ran it to the left. We were set up on right, and the tight end scores a 2 point play on this particular play. Great play. You get them thinking you're going to pass or you're going to sweep, and this tight end runs around. If your tight end is slow, you can have four run it and have the tight end pull, or maybe your guard pull around there. But this Statue of Liberty, New York play is absolutely amazing. I remember the announcer a couple of weeks ago when we had the Super Bowl was like, oh my God, look at that play. So yeah, it was very cool. A lot of people always ask me about series, and here's some series that I've come up with here. I like to go beast left tank, beast left tank, beast left wedge, beast Popeye, and then throw in the counter. So let's see, we can run it to the right here, but let's see this draw. So the series would go is I'm here for one, here for two, and then I go to an even with which you'll see in the beast wedge honey badger. We hit right down the middle here, which is killer. That's almost always kind of a big play or a touchdown. And then if that doesn't work or you want to switch it up, you can hit this tight end on the fourth play of the series here. If you didn't get the first down, which they'll think you're coming back here and you hit this guy back here. And then You can always do a corky counter, a reverse here, or the crazy heifer. So there's a 5-play series out of the beast type that works really well. I can tell you the beast left tank, beast left wedge. That's a killer series. And then you can throw in that pass. That's crazy. I say for any team, these first 3 plays and 4th plays are a great series for short yardage for any team running the beast. Now here's beast wide worm. I like the worm sweep, the stretch, the zipper pass, the counter, and the burst. So we can go through that. So let's see. You got the sweep, you got the stretch, you hit this zipper pass, and then you can hit this counter back in, or you can hit this reverse or this counter here, and then you've got this burst here. So there's a whole series right there that you can do out of that particular formation. Works out great. Then you got the beast spread, which is similar to the worm. So you're going to go wide on this sweep. You go in this stretch hole, and then usually you can either wedge or tell him to hit a mid pickle here. So that works out great in that area. And then you can actually hit the Arby fry here. He rolls out. He's got those 2 guys coming in. And then, of course, the last play on this is you've got the reverse here. He comes across and blocks, and he reverses. Or either one of those on the New York. So that's a good series of plays for that jumbo beast double wide. And on the fat cake, what we like to do is, of course, this is a power play where this guy will lead. You got 2 leads in here. He's hitting here. And then this guy may go this way. And then you got a sweep for that. And then you can definitely run. We like to run the swing pass on the backside. So pass it over there. You've got a quick counter where he just goes, or you've got a full counter where he goes, or you've got these 2 guys where they've moved out here, and boom, boom, this guy comes out, this guy blocks, and then he can leak here too. So there's a whole series around the beast fat cake Hellcat thing right there. Works out great. All of these plays are in the Powering Beast Offense and the Beast Offense section there over at coachparker.org or beastoffense.com. Some beast strategies that people are using, and we can talk about these. And there's a lot more, but this video is getting long here now at 22 minutes. I don't use motion much because the plays work so good for me, and I'm running also a double wing spin with motion and some other motion formations with an offset eye with a motioning wing back. I have ran a few motion plays, and I know others do. I'm more, when I use the beast, it's power, and that's where I'm going. The beast offense really gets crazy when you add in some more traditional formations and go back and forth, especially like with the gun team multi-wing, which is the playbook of mine, or the Wildcat multi-spread, where you're spreading and coming back in tight, spreading, coming back in tight, and then actually shifting. That works out well. And all of that is in the Power Wing Beast offense and the Wildcat spread, all of those formations to do that. Those 2 particular playbooks are about 85% to 90% of everything I run since probably 2011. We do change our snap count for different plays or formations. And we have also a no play, which is great, especially if you're running Beast Wedge or whatever. You might have heard me talk about Beast Wedge, where we have wedge tackles and they'll come in and replace the guards. So on the wedge, we'll replace our bigger guys into the middle and smaller guys move outside, so we get that mass up the middle. A big thing that everybody forgets, and I know all these people that really don't know about the Beast and how it works. One thing is they don't know there's all those formations where they move. I run, when I say beast, I run those main 3 beast formations and fat all as one kind of family. They're tagged there. I don't consider that like a whole kind of different formation. The other thing so we're getting the beast backs here on the rotations. There's a whole article over my website. I'll try to link it in the description. and may do a video on all this because it's really kind of interesting. Uh, you want to rotate your backs on the different formations or different plays in that. A lot of people only think, oh, I'm only running one guy all game. No, no, no. Usually you'll have kind of this fullback, quarterback Tebow type. You may have a big fullback like Earl Campbell, super fast running back like Dorsett, which is your wildcat guy. Same thing with a cheetah who just wants to run outside. You may have this scrappy back, which we've seen a lot of those run beast really well. And then you may have a left-handed guy that has a good arm and can throw to the left side, which we've had a lot. We had this kid named Yak, which I think he ran the beast earlier in the video there, that was a lefty and did a lot of cool stuff with that. So those are the different beast type backs and that we rotate through. We, after this last Super Bowl season, I think we had 4 beast backs that we're rotating through. It's also great for your second string backs or just backs you want to test out in a scrimmage to kind of learn what they can do. There's also a beast tank deep dive video over on my website. It's over, yeah, there it is on the blog on beastoffense.com. There's a deep dive video about the beast tank, and it really goes into how you can teach your beast backs to read the defense and kind of move into different lanes and things running the beast. So definitely want to check that out. I'm not going to go into all that. That's like another 20-minute video and how to do all that. So that's a very deep dive video there. So you can take a look at that. Let's see. Another strategy for ours is how we block. We really take pride in our blocking for the beast offense. We use jaw, which is a simplified God. It's basically inside down track blocking. It works great. It's funny. I coach with a high school coach every now and then, and he has started running jaw blocking for a lot of his off tackle plays, which I find very interesting. So you may have the back end tight end hinge block on that, and then the center will help out one of the guards. But jaw has worked really great from us. I've run zone. I've run gap split stuff. We've run gap on linebacker, gap down backer. I've found jaw really sets up walls and really helps us do better. And so within the Power Wing Beast offense, we'll run mainly jaw, some gold golf, and some BB split, and definitely wedges. So there's that. How we do our offensive line, just so you can look at it, it's even big left or right. So you can call the back formation and then the line formation like beast right, big left would put the strong side to the left, backs to the right, and then you can run counters. So there's some things to that. Let's go to the website here and see if I've left anything off that I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, I just deleted the I've got a Facebook private group that you guys should take a look at if you get a chance. So like I said, over at Beast Offense or beastoffenseplays.com, there's Beast Plays. There's 15 of them. Most of what I just went over in this video, they'll have the play and the game film. Yes, I have game film on everything, and you can take a look at that. There's some game film. Here's the power play. So that's one of the plays. Here's the rotation article on the backs. Here's the playbook you can go purchase there. Here's a bundle I've got right now for $36. There's the actual plays that I've been running for 20 years in game film, and that's the front. And here's the translate video. Hey, I'm running out of time here. This is Coach Parker with coachparker.org. Check out my other playbooks and this bundle that's on sale. Remember to play for fun, and winning is funner. This was the Power Wing Beast Offense over at coachparker.org and beastoffense.com. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks a lot. See you guys next time.